Good morning. This is Justin Sorensen with the Justin Sorensen Allstate Agency. Today I want to touch base briefly on uninsured motorist coverage. So that's a really super important part of your coverage. What it is, basically it allows for if somebody hits you that does not have insurance or enough insurance to take care of damages they cause to you, then your policy can kick in and help cover those, whether it's medical bills, whether it's damage to your vehicle, there is coverage available for that. So here in the state of Indiana, everybody's required to carry insurance. Unfortunately, there are some people that choose not to carry insurance for whatever reason. And so we've got provisions on our policies to be able to make sure that if somebody hits you and they're responsible for the damage, but they can't pay it for whatever reason, then your policy can kick in and take care of that. So I want to show you an example of what my policy looks like. Right here, we're looking at one of our vehicles. Here on the screen, you can see that our bodily injury uninsured motorist coverage, we're covered up to $250,000 per person, or a total of $500,000 for the accident. So again, somebody hits me, they don't have insurance, they cause injuries to myself, my family, anybody in my vehicle, we're going to be taking care of up to $250,000 for each of us, or a total of $500,000 for the accident. In addition, if they hit one of my vehicles and they don't have enough coverage or they don't have any coverage to be able to repair my vehicle, then my policy is going to kick in and cover up to $25,000 of damages. Now, one important clarification on this coverage, because I've had experience with this before, is this coverage is not on top of what the other person carries. So let's say, for example, in the state of Indiana, the minimum that somebody has to carry on this coverage is $50,000 per person, or a total of $100,000 for the accident. So let's just focus on the $50,000. The minimum that somebody has to carry is $50,000. Let's say they hit me in an accident, they end up causing me $100,000 of damage. You know what? That's a bad example. Let's say they hit me and they cause $500,000 worth of damage. So I've got $500,000 worth of medical bills and those types of expenses coming in. So their policy is going to cover $50,000 of damages to me, and then my policy is going to kick in and cover a total of up to $250,000. So my policy will kick in and cover $200,000. So their $50,000 plus my $200,000 will be taken care of up to the $250,000 total. That's one clarification that we make on this. Some individuals wish that this $250,000 was on top of the $50,000 from the other person's policy. So I just explained that in a really confusing way, but basically what this does is this covers the gap up to $250,000 in damages. Now, if that person didn't have any insurance at all, then my policy is going to kick in the full $250,000. And that's just the way insurance works in the state of Indiana. Some people want to argue about that or wish it was different, but that's just the way that the policies work. So uninsured motorist coverage, you want to look at your policy, make sure you have it. You can see it's relatively inexpensive. On my particular policy for this vehicle, it costs about $36 every 6 months. A very nice safety blanket to have built on there. You will be required to carry a certain amount. Again, like I mentioned, the state minimum is $50,000. So if you've got a car policy in the state of Indiana, you should have at least $50,000 per person, $100,000 per accident. But then anything you can have on top of that is just going to help in those situations where somebody hits you and they don't have insurance or enough insurance to cover your bills or your damages. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.